you are given a task in your office. Your boss brought his diary that he has been writing for a long time. He now give it to you to type, and that you are supposed to submit it before the end of the day. And you have like 420 pages of handwriting, and he wants you to type them out. What tool will you use to make it happen in less than 1 hour? Huh? In less than 1 hour, you should be able to type those things, to convert it to text. No, we are talking about Google. Don't go out of Google. You know, I was speaking within a context. We are talking about Google apps. It's just like when he was talking to you about Premiere Pro and the rest, it was within a context of video editing tools. So there are two we are talking about here: Google Apps and Microsoft. So if whatever you are going to give me as a tool is not within those two, because some of you are using iPhones, some of you are using all those funny phones that is not to the reach of the common man. So when I teach, I like to teach things that everybody, no matter who you are, no matter your social class, you should be able to pick those things. That's why we settled with Google, because no matter how very rich you are in code, you can access Google. And if I tell this, how many persons are using iPhones? Let me see. They are using iPhone. Let me see. 1, 2. See? So it's always an iPhone is just a classic thing. It's not. If you really want to learn, you stay with Android. So, what are you going to use? Microsoft? Somebody said lens. Doesn't mean lens is the answer to everything. What I asked for now, what is the tool that will make you be able to convert, not voice to text. It gives you a diary that has writings. You now want to convert his writing to text. How will that be voice to text? That can't be voice to text. I said you want to read it to, if possible, you can read it and then convert it to text. Huh? Is it? Google. Now Google Docs. It's inside your Google there. Inside, if you open your Google, we are going to look at some of them, because these are simple things that can help you to develop, they are productivity tools that can help you. Any idea? Anybody has idea? Anybody want to give us ideas? I want you to. How many of you have heard of Google Check Your Phone? This is a practical session, so check your phone. Google Keep. Google Keep. So you have Google Keep. Open your Google Keep. Open your Google Keep. Or go to Play Store and download Google Keep. For example, this is my email. I mean, you have an email like this. So I want to introduce your email to you or your Gmail to you. Now, even though it is Gmail, it has because when you have, for anybody, you don't have to be IT literate to manage your Gmail. And when you're able to manage your Gmail, you can do wonders. If you know how to use your Gmail very well, you can do wonders. I've gone for a training that is titled Enhance Your Productivity. And the amount to pay was around 5,000 for that seminar. Each of us that went for 5,000. And when I got there, the man said, today is going to teach us. All of us are so excited. Relative to and the guy came out here from the US to talk to us. The next thing he opened, and he said, we're going to introduce us to you. I first look at my partner. I was like, with all this money, I'm going to go and learn Gmail. But the truth is, by the time the young man finished, I discovered that I didn't know that. And by the grace of God, today in Covenant University, we are teaching them the same things. The same thing. So by the time you see your Gmail now, you know whether you know your Gmail or not. How many of you know your Gmail very well? When you click this, don't let me use this. Let me use the one that will be I hope. Let me use an email that will resemble your own email. Why I say so is because that the email it doesn't. I need to use another browser. Because that one is a Covenant University email that is customized, is a pro version of your normal Gmail. So I would like to use one that is not. Okay, let me just use just a little difference. So the difference is not much because this one now it will be asking me for security key. It's asking me for security key, so let us return back. So now, for those of you using laptops, if you have a laptop, you'll be able to see this part. But if you are not using a laptop, you are using all these apps, you have to what? Install them one by one on your phone. But on the web, Microsoft bundled everything together. And one of those productivity tools that will add value to you is known as Google what? Keep. This Google Keep can make your life very easy. If you look at, instead of using Flash to transfer your document, everything you see here are things that I do on my phone. For example, it's good to take a selfie now. Let's say my internet is strong. So what we are talking about now is keep, Google Keep. Keep, Google Keep. That's what I want to demonstrate. Now, if I take a photo of people in this class, so let's see what happens after a while. I hope I'm on the same. I hope I'm on the same email. If I'm on the same email, what is expected to happen? Huh? It's supposed to here. If I'm on the same email, mysteriously, I was not on the same email. So I have to take a photo of you because I'm now on the same email. So let's so now you're on the same email now. So this is the first you can do a Google Keep. One, you can go for a meeting and then capture the proceedings of that meeting and have it immediately in your email. Immediately it's still syncing, the internet is trying to sync. Immediately the internet syncs, you will see the picture will be pinned to that place. And if you look at this, all these are things that, okay, I thought it's like one. So these are stuff that I have been capturing since only God knows. These are things, all my jottings, all my chat, everything I've been doing since I think 2008. And I've used 4 phones. 5, that's the 5 of them. I've used 5 since 2008. And I've not lost one information. It's from phone to phone. As long as you say, so that come, so that we balance again. As long as the balance is there, in the commission, so you lose nothing. So it's a repository for those of you that want somewhere to store your materials without thinking about it. And you'll be capturing everything on your phone, and it will be on your what? On your mail. It will be on your mail. So you need Google Keep. So for those of you, if I have my phone, just install Google Keep. If it is not there, it's supposed to be there by default. If your phone is good. For a good phone, it's supposed to show by default. I think something has showed up there. So let's go back to the beginning. Something you see that something is trying to show. Because of the internet, if not, something is supposed to show where. The picture is supposed to show here. It's trying to show it. When the internet syncs, it will show there. Another thing you can do with Quip is what? Is to convert your text. Convert your text to what? Your writings. Let me see somewhere that's written something. Let me snap what you are written. So let's snap our that here's a right up. I hope the computer can read the right. So you go on your Google Keep. You go on your Google Keep. This is your Google Keep. Now you click on this plus sign. You click on this plus sign. And then you click. If you ask me to take the what? The photo. So you click take a photo. And then take the photo of. So this is that is right up here. You can see it's right up. Then you click it. So what it will do is that it will sync. You see that it has got out this. So it will sync here, and then little by little you can see this. Then there's a tree. Then what? If you are using your phone, it's easier with your. I'll do it on this too. You can see it's you see that is right in there. Now, all you just need to do is you click and you see these three dots. When you click on these three dots, where do you go? Grab image text. When you click on grab image text, what do you see? Everything you wrote has been converted to text. Did you notice? You can see everything you wrote with Bible here has been converted to text. So you can now, because the OCR will not be able to see all the writings clearly, you can now edit. Is it not better to edit than to start typing? At least you have done 50% of it. You have done 70% of the work of it. So the remaining is just so everything has been converted to text. So now you may want to now carry this and take it to where? Google Doc. Who can tell me the advantage of using Google Doc? Just see that. If it is like there is something it does that makes it very good for as a productivity, that makes your work productive. There's something that Google does that makes your work productive. For example, if you have a friend in class and you want to edit your work, you want your friend to edit your work for you, both of you can do it at the same time. Yeah. How many of us have our phone that has it? You have a phone and it has it at the same time. Yeah, download Google Docs. Let's do a small experiment. These are simple things that if you're able to use them, they make life easier for you. And this is a digital summit. I was expecting everybody will come with this. Hasn't had. How I wish I had my, let me see. I can assist some people because I know that Nigeria, they like free things. So I want to see whether I can share internet with some people. So how many of us have downloaded Google Doc? Okay. How many persons have downloaded Google Doc? Only one. Only that zero. If it's the only one, you can also. It's like it's the only one really following. It's like it's the only one. So that is Google Doc. You see what Google Doc? You see what happened with the Google Doc? Up that document and what we carried from there. Now, myself and him, we now want to edit this. So what I need to do is what? I click on share. That's what I did. I click on share and I remove this restriction because I say anybody that has the link should be able to manage it. I say, sir, can you give me your email, sir? CHIDIULELU at gmail.com. So since he's the only one, let's add him. Is there another person that has his email open? And you have the Google Doc? Oh yeah. Huh? Unwolu. Okay, Unwodu. Is it? Is it correct? Any other person has anything? Yeah. So since only two persons. Oh yeah. Akin. Is it correct? Any other person? No. So let's add these three persons. And then share right away. You have received the mail you have received, sir. You can check your mail. Whatever you receive, just click on it. When you receive the link, just click on that link. Nobody has entered yet. Nobody has entered yet. So, yes. Somebody has entered yet. Yes. When you open, you will see this document. When you open, you will see this document. Try and change, try and type, I am so, blah, blah, blah. Don't type it there. So you see, because I think today is typing. Something, just type something there. This is how to collaborate. So everybody here can work on one document. All of us in this room, if we have our emails, we can add everybody to this email and everybody. So, irrespective of where you are, as long as there's internet in that place. So, praise ourselves, praise our place here. Do a self and post yourself. You can do a selfie, a good selfie there, and just post. That's how to use Google Docs. That's how to use your Google Docs. And collaborate extensively so everybody in this room can connect. For example, there's what we call Google Slide. Google Slide. And that Google Slide, that will be put all the slides of our speakers. Even my own slide, everything will be there. So, and it will only be open for those, that is all of you that drop your emails. All of you that have emails, now we have the emails. You have access to this document. Any other email that is not part of this class, you're not able to access this document. When you go there, you ask for permission. You say, I'm not part of it, I'm not part of that. So it's only emails that are registered for that you don't know that are writing. So if your email, so it's those emails you are going to send all the materials to. And that email will be added to Google Doc that will have all our materials and then you can always. That is Google. Let me just, because of time, let me just rush. It's just an enlightenment summit, so it just will enlighten us on some basic things. There's another thing here called what? Google what? Should I use Google? No, Google Slide. Let me use Google Slide first. So Google Slide. What is Google Slide in Microsoft? PowerPoint. So this is Google Slide. So you can have a presentation that you want to share with your people somewhere. Just go on Google Slide, put it on Google Slide, and share it with the person, and make your presentation. Don't make your presentation. So it's just, so when you click here, you see your Google. So the same, whatever. If I click on share, I can share it with as many persons that I want, and then you can also, and they have very good templates. They have very nice templates that make life very sweet. My job is just to tell you, just to show you some things you can do with Google. There's another one. We said what? Google what? Google Sheet. So with Google Sheet, it's like what? Excel. So this is like Excel. If you look at it, these are different. So you can have this. You Excel. And this Excel is online. Anything you do around the world, you can, especially when you have when you link it to, let's link it to what? What can we link this Excel to? We can link it to what? Google what? Huh? The Excel can be linked to what? See what will happen now. You can link your Excel to what we call Google Forms. Google Forms. With this Google Form, you can do two things. It's either you create a form or you create a quiz. If you want somebody to write an example, you want to set a small exam for somebody in Kano, you can use this to set an exam and it will mark it. So now you have, let's call this what? Admission form. I'll just give you a quick tutorial on this, and then you call this maybe what? Name. And we call this what? Let's say address. And then we said this is a phone number. And we say, you see how I'm getting it? I say this is what? Maybe email. And maybe we say gender. So how many genders do we have? Huh? Huh? There are two genders. Totally speaking, we have two. But United Nations speaking, we have plenty. Some people are transgender, people are hermaphrodites, some people they are queer, they call themselves any name. We have the Bobbiskis of this world. So gender can be anything. So you can put male and what? Let's say female. You see what that thing brought out? Or add on. Prefer not to say. That means there's another one that there's what you have in your mind. So, like that. So you can have. How about when we say nationality or state? You can also put that there. How many states we have in Nigeria? So you can go to Google. You can go to Google and what will you type? You can type all states in where? So all the states in Nigeria, where are they? So A, Abia, down to Zamfara. So you can and bring them to where? To Excel. And then you paste. You see them? You see what I've done? So now I can now copy this. I can copy all this and then go back to where? To the form. Where is the form? And then I paste it here. This is supposed to be what? Let's say drop down. So we click this and paste. You see what we have done? So how will it look like when we check? When you click, let's look at our form. So write our name here, write our address here, write our phone number here, we put our name here. We choose whether we are female or male, and then we click here and we see all the states. So you can pick one. So that's how to create forms. And immediately I want it's just that many of us are not connected to this thing. If not, I would have said you should. Okay, those people that those of us that are on what they call it on the Google Doc. I am pasting something on the Google Doc. I want you to fill the form. Where is the Google Doc? That's not anyway. So I'm pasting something on the Google Doc. So try those of you that are on the Google Docs. There's a link. There's a link. Copy it and paste it in your. Copy the link and paste it in your URL in your browser. Copy the link and paste it in your browser. Then, if you can tap, because it's on this is not good. Depends on the quality of the browser. Who has tried it? Huh? Yeah, okay, you're free. Okay, permission. You see? Why is he asking for permission? Because where is the so it's asking for permission. So when it's asking for permission, you go to what? To settings, and then you go to what? Responses. So if you look at it, it says restricted to users in Covenant University. So because you are not a Covenant University dweller, that's why it blocked you. So when I remove this, you see that it will go now. Did you open now? Huh? So that is how to remove any restriction. And if you limit it, if you don't want somebody to, if you don't want someone to fill that form twice, you want them to only fill it once, you click on need to one. Yes, somebody has our papa has opened it. So fill the form, sir. Immediately you submit, something will show up there. Immediately you submit, something will show up in that place. Another thing again you can do with the form is that, assuming you created a form and you want somebody to receive an information after they submit, you can always put it there too. If you click here and I say anything I put here, if I click on edit and I said thank you for coming to Kindldom ICT Summit, and when you submit your form, somebody has submitted, both of you are submitted. If you are not submitted now, if submitted later, it will be what you have seen as the final message. Try and fill another form. Try and fill it again. Fill another form and confirm what you see here. So these are things, and some of these things are things that you can use to, especially the ones that say we create content. You know, content is not just about putting fun videos online. But those are time wasters anyway. No serious interview generation without sitting down and watching TikTok. So if you want to create content that is engaging, content that is improving. Did you see it? Okay, so that message. So that is that. And if you look at it, if I click on responses and I say link to the what? To the Google Sheet. And I say create. It will create a Google Sheet now that has this information. So these are the information of people that fill the form. So somebody is living in Rainbow, somebody is living in Six Gas Line. So these are ways by which you can get information. Schools are easy to manage. There's a way you can do this thing. There's a way you can create that form. There's a way you can create that form. That if you have primary 1, primary 2, primary 3, primary 4, primary 5, primary 6 students, I can create one form that will, when somebody in primary 1 clicks, it will show a form that is for primary 1. On the same form, it will tell you, okay, click on, if you are in primary 1 or primary 2, or any of the buttons you click, it will give you a form that is tailored to that class. You can do it, and it's just one form, not that you many forms, just one form. So you can use it to manage your school, you can manage your business. These are things you can. So even though they are, and this makes life, you don't need a standard developer. So these are things that people within your organization can manage. Even you yourself can manage it. So that's, you see Google Slide, you see Google Sheets, you see Google Docs. And these are simple things that if you are able to manage, makes life easy for you. I'll just quickly dive into one that I feel we should just look at. I'll just look at only one in Office 365. Write it down, Office 365. That is one of the best products of Microsoft, in my own opinion. Some of you have, what is the latest version of Microsoft Office? The latest version of Office, Microsoft Office. There are two of them. There is one that is offline. There is one that is online. Which one is offline? What is the latest version of the offline Microsoft Office? We give all our students, every one of them, an Office 365 account. And each account costs $99. Not right, just check. It costs $99. So, but you can always, like the man that came before, I'm not the one, I'm just telling you what, I'm repeating what he said. He likes Nigeria well because Nigeria, what is $99 there? Because it is one of there. Demo of how Office 365 operates. I want to give us a simple demo of how Office 365 so that I want to show us two features of Office 365 that makes it let me some things here. Let me give us just two so that you want to get Office. So that the reason why I'm showing you is so that some of you may work in offices where they will require certain services. Like I told you, this is not just technology, but also entrepreneurship. When you are learning things like this, your brain should be going, your brain should be moving in different dimensions. How to make business out of some of these things. For example, your organization, they may need a particular service that some of these things need to offer. What stops you from now advising your organization that of the system, I need one software that can do this? And since you know that it is $99, I'm not sure business tells you not to make profit. Then you call it $150. And you help them get the software. And solve their problem. I will solve the problem. But he said the labor of the foolish will them all. Why? They know not the ways to the market of business. And that's what I say. Their products, even though outstanding, becomes a burden to them because they don't know how to sell it to the market. So it is one thing to have an idea, it's another thing to have ideas. So what I'm trying to say is that most of these things you are hearing, they are things that are business opportunities. The guy that brought Microsoft, this one to university, went for a seminar like this, and then he said it there. I think back to see you. I wrote a proposal. That we can give our students of the system. 8,000 of them. If you give like $1, if they call it $99, and I call it $40, $1 multiplied by 8,000 is $8,000. Multiplied by 1,700. That's a great good math. So these are so I'm not saying don't know technology. There are some of these things that some of you, where you are, it's even more advantageous for you because you have a solution in your hand. Yes, you have a solution in your hand. I'll show you this. Why you need to have sold it before for Google. So let's look at Office 365. This is what? Welcome to Office 365. So if you look at it, this is my home page. So I'm going to give you privileged access to my page. So if you look at the video editing, young man, so this is my canvas on Office 365. Now, if I go to Microsoft Word, and maybe I open this page. I told you that Office 365 is where? Online. While Office 2021. Look at what this guy just this is. Now, this is one of the advantages of Office. Now, one of the advantages of this is that Assuming the organization says they notice that all the secretaries they have been happening in the organization, they don't always take things very well. And that's true nowadays. Hardly have people that can take proper minutes of meeting because the Gen Z don't like that. So now, and I want to solve that problem. How do I do it? I can have my system in their midst on Office 365, and then I capture their talking. I begin to capture their voice. And as they are capturing their voice, it is typing it. That is, for example, if I click on what? That dictate. If I click on dictate and I allow and I click on is it so as I'm talking, what is happening? It is typing everything I am saying. You can see everything that let me some people may not. So everything I am saying, it is what? It is captured. And it will be putting it down. That's why they call it dictate. It's capturing dictation, as I'm dictating, it's picking up. So at the end of the day, everybody saying something, they will have all their write-ups. So immediately the meeting ends. You just email to everybody in the meeting. Everything you said. The one that has helped you with security. Somebody that wanted to come and doctor the meeting before. Everybody already has it. They already have it. So this can solve a lot of problems in our country. So we are not just here to represent the country, but to also be problem solvers. So this, as the essence of technology, it's not problem. So if you look at it, is now I know because this. Now, maybe you don't have your system, you don't have your system on Office 365, and you still want to use this. What do? You put your phone on record. All phones have record. So you record everything. You put it on record, and as they are talking, you record all their conversation. And then you come here and do another thing. Where's the floor? If you look at the next thing that shows is what? Transcribe. This transcribe means after you have recorded on your phone recording, you can pick that recording in MP3 and upload it. So when you upload that recording, it will convert every statement into and it will separate every speaker. If there are 5 people there, because one person is center, one person is so it will separate everybody. That's why you see there is a meeting, you will tell you to introduce yourself before you talk. Why? What they are trying to do is that they want this whoever is going to transcribe to pick the transcription to pick your name. So when you introduce yourself and start talking, this thing will pick, okay, so person says so. Right? So these are tools that can make life easy. Because like the Bill said, he said the best people he likes employing are lazy people. Because technology today can't do this. You know, technology is just a shortcut, a way out. Always looking for the shortest way out. Is what is giving them. Okay, somebody is tired of writing. Somebody is tired of listening and writing. Yes. Somebody doesn't want to type. Somebody doesn't want to write. That is why this one, I'm sure the person that came up with the idea, he was tired of writing. So, but it makes life, because why should I be thinking of writing? Why I be thinking of writing? So let this one be thinking of writing. Why I think of writing? That's good. It's just like using ChatGPT. Instead of thinking of too many things that people have already written. Why did I bring my own idea? When I can just edit what they have done and make it my own idea. Yes. At the end of the day, nobody will give me 200 for writing it. Yes. How many times have they given me money to thank people? Say, I spend. The highest you get is like, you know that I stayed on like 2 days. And they say, yeah. And that's all you get. Nobody pays you for those. So, yes, how many years you spend with your business? So, but nowadays, some of us will sit down 2 minutes on ChatGPT and this one and put together, and then they will say, they themselves will not be one saying, this one will be there. Because they don't know about this one. They will assume that they want to do it. How many days will they have taken them? They are taking them 4 days. Apart from this. So they don't have strength. Imagine, you see, yes, I sleep. Like when I was yesterday, they saw me that when that place till evening. And somebody called me from radio. They told me that I was doing this. What do you prepare? I don't know what everything. So this morning when I sent in my script, I'm this thing, when I say how do you do it? You are not sleeping. Sleep. I said, God is my witness. I got home 7 o'clock yesterday. And I woke up 6:30 this morning. Like I slept 7 last night. And I woke up 6:30. I slept for rest. Why? Because I knew, and all the things I've said, all of them that I said to him, I started from 6:30 to around 8:30. What he said I didn't sleep, I did it 2 hours. Because I had another presentation that I did this morning online on Zoom. So I had to send it to them first. That was the Lord. Just like I class there. This one is not me. This one is me. This one is not me. But that one, paid me all. That one paid for all. That's why I can be so. I can stand there to tomorrow because. Why? Because these things make it like this. So you can invest in it. But some people will not. Even if you invest in the tools, you have to invest in the training. You have to invest in the training. Invest in the training. Finally, there are too many of them. If I were to open my script to you, you could be here till tomorrow. I've not even touched. I'm not sure I've touched. But I'll just give you one more. Just one more. That about it in passing. That is turning your videos and your picture into video. That is, you have to do that. You have to do that. You have to do that. And your children do that. You can do your grandmother. So you can get your great grandmother's picture and find out all those things that your great grandmother used to say that was written. And then you package it as a script and put it there. And your great grandmother was now speaking to your children, giving them words of secret grandmother. They don't know how to, but you can bring her to life. That's what they do. It all depends on your thinking pattern. Somebody else may take it on the different direction. You can take it to make it this. I'm thinking of that when I children now. After today is my father's memorial. will die this on this day. But now I'm packaging something for my children so that all those things you tell us. Right? So I'm packaging them into a secret. So I'm going to now do it so that anytime we play it, they see I'm packaging. Telling them those things tomorrow. Since the weekend for me is here for the facilities. Because the honor they have of Grandpa will make them listen. So when they now see that what that is to tell them, it's what Grandpa used to say. So, it's well. So that is. So how do we? I think the explanation is enough. You can go and research now. Have you? You can go and research how to do it. Now, I think you can go and research how to do that. So let's go to the last link because my time has ended before we bring up the last one for today. So go to this link. Which link are we going? Just that small thing. d.id.com. d.id.com. Okay, before we come here, which is what I really want us to zero in before it comes up, is how many of you have a website? How many of you created your website? How many of you have something like some of us that are saying that we are, some of us that are doing content creation have a site that you can use to portray your ideas? So that when you drop your thoughts on, did you know that most times, especially content creators, they make that mistake? They put all their content that they created on social media and direct on social media. So they don't have footprints. It's like somebody that is always going to order and has a team in order. And in that other one has shop. Nobody can find. So when you say that if I meet you in church and I tell you, please, let me come and meet you in shop, which of the two you tell me to come and meet you? That is how many people are on the social media. But like, if I am just like that, I can come here and tell you, and give you that. I know where to find that. ShopRite. What do you call it? Market Square. You can meet them at their shop. That is why everybody, whether content or not, you must have a shop online. Like this, either a blog or a what? Or a website. Where people can what? Can find you. For example, when we are planning for this thing because of time and everything that we have, I had to search on the internet for this program that we did before. And it was there. It took me to my blog. 2, how do I know that the content you are creating is original? The only way I can know it is original and I come and look for you is because when I type on the internet, when the internet bot begin to crawl it, if they crawl it to your site, that is your own. When you find an idea first, that's the owner of the idea. That's the owner of the idea. So if you tell me so, and then I call it, and then it takes you to another site, that means that's the owner. So I know I look for that person. So now let's see how we can create your own blog. Who wants to create a blog? You want to have a blog? How many of us want to have a blog? Okay, who has a blog? Thank God, all my students. This is why all my students have one. You all have blogs. So you must have a blog where people can go For example, this is my own blog that I created in 2008. And this blog, the difference between this one and your normal website is that your normal website you will pay every month or every year for subscription. But this one, subscriptionless. That is forever and ever, forever, 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 till Jesus come. Doing it on like a template is subscription is forever. So we do blog now. This is my blog. This is my blog. And you can create something like this, and it's going to be free. Free forever. Free forever. Did you notice that? If anybody goes there now, they'll be hearing me speaking. This was the first when we started the program. When we started the program. The program. That was the video. That's when we started in the morning. That was the video. If you go there now, you watch the entire that first message I preached. That is that. So you got the time Apostle Peter came in. So how do you do this? Is my site, and it's going to be here forever. So next year I can go myself again. And if you look at it, how did I when did I create the site, the blog? 2008, November 2008. And all the things I have ever posted in my life, down to August, down to today. So everything you post, some people come to my site some time ago and they told me they didn't understand. I have one that she doesn't understand. So she said, you know, she said she can't read English. So I had to integrate that translate. I had to integrate this translate so that any language she says she understand, let her pick it. And she said it was Yoruba. So I think there's Yoruba there. She says she understand Yoruba. So what happens? Let's convert everything to Yoruba. So if you understand Yoruba, start reading. If you understand, so if you understand Edo, I know there are Edo or Abia. Is there Igbo there? I think there's Igbo there. So, so you can if you translate every word you see in that place into the language, whether it is Swahili or it is Hausa, all the language of the world. That is called machine learning. Because of the machine learning that brought about that. It's been a long time that Google has been trying to bring about translate. And it's there. So you can do a lot of things. So you can have this as you can have a blog like this, and you can design it just 3 steps. Just 3 steps, everybody here. It's just that the only people that design something, you already there. So it's also my student. So it's only that here that can get a lot. But we'll just do it, and then those of you that are interested in learning it with time, you will learn it. Hey, let me get back to English. So that is back to English. So try and do something. I'll try and do a practical example with sir. Your you can step forward, sir. Sir, you can come. I want you to use your. I want you to sign in with your email. Come here, sir. Here, sign in with your email. Type your email. Let's use you as the. We are giving you a free blog.
Thank you very much.
Let's design your own. Just don't put the art.
Okay.
Wait, let's. I mean, that so your passport. That's email.
I'm not
ID.
ID.
Huh?
It's ID.
Huh?
No,
A
it's ID.
huh?
No.
Two. Now you it's the two. Okay. Put your password.
I forgot.
Do you remember?
I can, I can create another one.
Okay, what is it another email?
Easy.
Okay, let's.
Another password.
It will
Take long.
process will be
It's,
process will be a while.
it's a caps lock. I think I can remember it. Caps lock.
Let me see scaffold.
No, no, only one.
No, you have typed so many times.
So let me go back.
Wait. You have typed the first one. Wait. Let me see here. Let me bring it to one so that you can see it.
Yes, we are really very. Can I change it?
I change it.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Wait with the changes. Stop students. Yeah. Before daddy finishes, so you come and log in as your own. Let's use your own as part of.
Okay.
I want you to see our home blog and how, because that DID I wanted to show you. I also want to show you how you can integrate it to your blog.
Change the email. I'm not typing my own.
Probably later after this one, we now so that they will say my own. So let's see our own. So you see how I'm going to the blog. You see the back end of the blog. Right? They take you to the back end, and then we want to see what she has posted. We go to the blog itself. So this is our own blog. This is our own blog. You know, so there are so many things to do in there. So for those of you that want to buy perfume, you can meet her. You can meet her after this photo. So she said, and for those ladies that want to do their hair too, I think she's also do hair. So these are things you can use your blog to achieve. These are things you can use your blog to achieve. This is a demonstration blog because she's still she's still on that training. So by the time she finishes her blog, by the time she really finishes the training, all these things will be separate. Will be separate. So that when you click on this, it takes you to the form that you feel. So these are our next seconds. So those are things you can always do, and then you can always share. You can like. Uh, these are things you still going to do. I said those are things you are still going to be able to put there with time. So so that you can. So this is for our blog, but you are not because this blog is supposed to have a banner, and if you look at it, this is the back end of our blog. Now let's assume we want to create a banner. That young man talked about Canva. Many of us have Canva. How many of us have Canva Pro? Apart from my student. Only one person. So because when you have Canva Pro, you can do a lot of wonders. You can do a lot of wonders with Canva Pro. That is canva.com. And then you can log into your Canva. This is her own Canva. Everyone that came for this program today, as many as are interested in it, to get that is for those that are interested. No, the only problem is that the only person qualified for Canva self is our daddy here, Canva Pro and because they are the only two persons that are following. They are the only two persons that I can guarantee. They are the only ones following the all the rest are just looking at this like I think the rest are pro. Apart from this daddy and my students and this lady, everybody else are pro, they are professionals. So they don't need they don't need this training. So this is your canvas, which is needed to design most of your anything you want to design. Anytime you need a quick design, sharp design, professionally sharp design, you can always use your Canva. So even that video editing, even the video editing, there are video editing softwares, there are video editing applications on this Canva. You can do video editing on Canva. So let's assume that uh, she's into let's put us hair or perfume. Let's say perfume. So let's assume we picked one of these. Let's assume we pick this and we click on customize. And we click on customize. So since it comes out, and we call it what that Ada. Let's say Ada brand perfume. So let's assume that is what we just put there. And then the website is what are your anyway, you will learn this next week. So let me just put it there. That is Ada perfume. So you can use your bit. You can go to bit.ly. You, you can go to you can go to bit.ly. Go to bit.ly. Open an account and you'll be able to convert that your login into this short link. You will see that when I'm typing my own, I have to type bit.ly/CCY. So if you do that, then anyway, you will be able to shorten your links. So that is that. So now let's assume that this is. Let me see. I want to show you what. Uh, let's assume that this. Let's assume that this person. So, so if you look at it, that thing has a white background. So how you blend the picture to the background? You remove the background. So you can click and click big PG remover. So when you click on PG remover, you see the big. and everything there. So you can always that. So yeah, created. So that's how to play with pictures, even in this thing. But since we are taking it to our site, let us remove this, or let us just duplicate, because I need that for my present. You can duplicate the you can duplicate the page. Let's remove this. What's that one? Can't see this anywhere from here. Oh, okay. I'm having issues with the internet here, so I don't know what is wrong with this thing is not connected. Let us just download it and see. So when you want to download, you just click download. You either do it in PNG or JPEG or JPG, and then you download one of them, or one of them, click on download. So if you look at it, it's downloading, it's downloading, it's downloading. So now when you go back to the blogger, I want to show you how to put a banner on the this thing. So you click on layout, you click on layout. So this is the layout of the site. Can always delete all this nonsense. You click on layout, and then because I want to place it on the header, You click on the pencil, and then you say upload from computer, and you want it to shrink. You want it to fit into the distance. And then you say instead of this, then you can pick the file. You pick the file from the download and you open. So when it is up, it will show on that no image. So that is it. And then you save this view log. So you see that you now have, you can always move it. You go to that, so your assignment is to remove it. You go to that page and move it. So you can always have your whatever. So before it was happening, you're already designing something. And as you are designing it, and this side, whatever. There's another there's another software you can use if you want a site that if you want AI, if AI to design your site for you. Me, I don't have time for it. AI, just design it. So what do? AI will ask you a question. You answer the question, design the site. That is what Wix.com. With Wix.com, you can create a site without limits. Fantastic sites that cannot be questioned. You can also do the same thing with Google. Do you know that even your Gmail, you can create a website with your Gmail. You can create a website with your Gmail. You can create a website with your Gmail. So with Wix, when you say get started, let me use this. You have changed your list. So instead of going back to this thing, let us use you for this. Come and come and do Wix now. Ah, under email, I remember. Ah, this somebody else. This one will the same time. Do you have anybody that remember his email?
I just changed the game. I changed the game.
Somebody else. Somebody else.
Somebody can come.
Oh, yeah, somebody else. I'll show you a style.
It's not working.
Ah, no, that's
The Gmail, there is a Gmail on it.
okay. Didn't even know that. Okay, it was even password that was the problem. Yeah, so, wait. Yeah, not that part. Not that the part.
Capital.
Not that capital. That caps is on.
Home. At. What's the password? Then how to write at sign. At sign. Okay.
Oh, wait. Wait, sorry. Oh, okay.
What's the password? Can I write it out? Can I write it out?
So, what this is what is this? Uh, son. This is test of passport. Ah, that was fire, right?
Sir,
Yeah. No, that was passport.
tí você tem small letter D.
So we've got somebody that remembers our passport. So she has entered. So look at how AI will build the website. They say, who are you creating the website for? For myself. They say, bring your ideas to life with AI. Start chat. So let's chat. Let's start it. So you see what it's asking? It's asking a question. Can you share a bit about science? Where is my wife? Where is it? So it's a site for a series of female imaginary items. What is your site or business name? What are the main goals for your website? You see plenty questions. So it's asking so many things so that you know how to design your site. So it's asking a lot of questions so you're all set. So go to your dashboard. So okay. So it's generating so many things now. So it's generating site. So all I just need to do is sit down. The reason why I don't use this to create my site is because to create site is this. Whoever is going to, I'm going to use to create site for this must pay extra because their hosting is very expensive. So their hosting is around $4 for some. Is it for 17 $17? I think it's around 17. So design site. Let's go there. So generate a design with AI. It has generated your content. It now wants a design. I still don't want to use. I don't want to use templates. I want AI to still design to design the, to design the whole thing. So the guy is working. The machine has done. Sometimes it's completely in the last 30 seconds to last. Maybe I just pause. And if we see after I finish, we just wrap up some of these things. I still want to do that. We want for picture. So you say we are generating fashion decorators for Gen Z, fashion pop, blah, 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 blah. This thing, that is the AI, that is the AI conference. It's taking. So very soon, the website will show up. Wow. So if you have, and somebody collect 4 million naira, to create the site. So, what you get sit down, and the person will say, those guys are working. So, we might say, if you don't know where your place, I'm making it. For you. All these guys, if you don't understand, tech technology has made technology has made this very, very, very easy, very easy. So if you see, it's still hard. They even generate some of the side views of itself. So it's really it's working hard. So I know that by the time before we are through with the next presentation, it will have come up. So let's come our hands together as we welcome the next speaker. So you can come soon. Let's welcome Engineer Shitu. He's a software developer. He's a software developer with Covenant University.
Very much. Good evening, everybody. So I think it's evening already. Okay. So first of all, I would like to start by saying I do not take this opportunity for granted. And like my Oga said, my name is Bola CG Prince. Let me remove my AirPods. So, and by the grace of God, I'm the software developer at Kindldom building. And I've been privileged to be in charge of the application for the internship, which is the BS program online, the first of its kind. So it's quite a journey being able to be in a position of such an opportunity. I pray to you for that. So the first thing I would like to start with is if you're a young person and you are yet to get yourself familiar with tech, you've been wasting your time and you are still wasting your time. So from the research, from the knowledge, we gather that very soon a lot of job opportunities will be taken away, will be hijacked by software, by machines. So works like I'm a shop right attendant. I you know I attend to whenever they pay. I attend to people who pay. Works like cleaning, works like all of those things. AIs have been put in place to take care of that. I mean, if you come to my company and say, oh, we have a robot that can make some things happen for you, and you just have to pay more time. Machines never get tired. They don't care if you pay them or not. Why? Because there have been some codings and wirings that have been put in place for them, and they don't care. You just keep working. Right? So if you come to my company and say, oh, we have an AI or a robot that will take care of your sales, that will take care of your cleaning, that will take care, and just pay one time and forget about the salary, I will buy the robot. Right? So I'll just want maybe the next day and say, we are sorry, something happened, we're not able to continue with your salary. The fact that you're a human being, you have limits, right? You want salary, sometimes you are sick, you don't want to come to work. Robots don't do that. So, where am I coming to with this? If you have a technological knowledge, if you are digitally savvy, right? There are some things that software and machines cannot do. For people like me, I'm a software developer. I will say with all authority that no machine can take away my job. Because we are still the one that will write the code and give the machine instruction. So that's why I'm here to enlighten you guys and to give you the ginger to go into these things. They can be very difficult, but the benefit is a lot. We had a meeting some times ago. Director was around, my director CSIS, my director Kubel was around, my dad was around. Matter of fact, we were trying to launch up the application so that we can start the program. And almost after the meeting, then my director Kubel said, we had a knowledge of an application, a video application that can, when you place the pop-up questions, right, you are able to answer, it keeps record. So one said, Bola, can you do something like that? With all honesty, I've never done anything like that. But the mistake you make as a software developer is to say no. Never say no. But of course, there's nothing possible to do. And we began training. I began training. And I was surprised that I was able to come up. He himself, by the time he saw what I was able to do in one day, he was surprised. So we kicked up with it, and it was going very fast. Pray, this is my laptop, but I think I'm able to do a bit of revision. So without wasting time, let me go ahead with I'll just give us an overview. So we need to understand software first before we can know how to actually go about it. So software itself is the set of instructions or programs that tell a computer what to do. It is independent of hardware and makes computers programmable. Now, that is for software. So software is an instruction, set of instructions, a group of code that you have put in place together. Let's just call it an instruction. So if you are a software developer, you have the ability to instruct a machine, instruct a computer, instruct a robot. That's why I said no robots can take away my job. Right? So now what is software development as a whole? It refers to a set of computer science activities that are dedicated to the process of creating, designing, and deploying. So the development aspect is now the process you put in place to come up with the software. Right? So for you to be called a software developer, you need to have a knowledge of the technologies you need to develop to have a software. That's what makes you a software developer. Now, an ability to manipulate the activities of the computer. As a software developer, you have the ability to manipulate any machine, manipulate any computer. I think I used to have daily prayers and all of that. After I finished, one person approached me and said, a PG, a postgraduate person approached me and said, someone said you work at Kindldom. I said, yes. So he said he has an issue. He's a data analyst. So he needed some information about the past election of the three very vital candidates. It will be what's his name? Tinubu and Atiku. As far as I'm concerned, every other person they are just follow from, right? So I've never done that before. I said, okay, no worry, please come to my office. See how what we can do. With code, there is nothing you cannot do, nothing. So if you have a website, I can gather all the information in your website without your knowledge. And Python can do that. Every information, I will scrape all the information in your website now. That is what code can do. I'm just trying to invite you to the several opportunities a young person can have. Part of your zone, your home, you are making things happen, right? And you are making so much money. So much money. So so we wanted the data of those people without paying for Twitter. Because by the time you want to say you want to have access to the API, Twitter API, you are paying a huge amount of money. So I said, okay, no whatever. I logged into Twitter using Python, right? And then I started scripting software. We have two types of software. One application software and system software. Application software are the types that all the speakers are talking about today. When they were speaking, and I'm like, we are not doing this thing.